What if our entire universe is just a tiny bubble in a colossal cosmic expanse, whose size we can't even begin to comprehend? Imagine that everything you've ever seen, stars, galaxies, planets, even the darkness of the night sky, is merely a small fragment of a far greater reality. Scientists call this the observable universe. But what lies beyond it? Today, we'll embark on a mind-bending journey to the very edges of known space to peek behind the curtain of reality itself. To understand what we're talking about, let's first clarify what the observable universe actually is. It includes everything we can see or detect in any way. Light is our primary source of information about the cosmos, but it has a limitation. It cannot travel faster than a certain speed. The speed of light is about 300,000 kilometers per second. And while that's incredibly fast, it's still a limit. Light takes time to reach us. For example, it takes roughly 8 minutes for sunlight to arrive on Earth. But light from distant galaxies can take billions of years. That means when we look at them, we're not seeing them as they are now, but as they were in the past. The farther an object is, the deeper into time we are looking. The universe is believed to be approximately 13.8 billion years old. That age represents the limit of how far light has been able to travel to us since the Big Bang. This is why the radius of the observable universe is about 46.5 billion light-years in every direction. Why is the distance greater than the universe's age? Because during that time, the very fabric of space itself has expanded. So the objects that emitted their light billions of years ago are now much farther away. But this raises an obvious question. If we can only see what falls within our observational reach, could there be something enormous beyond that sphere? Perhaps other galaxies that simply haven't had time to send their light our way yet. Maybe even entirely different universes? Let's explore what scientists have to say about this. According to the standard cosmological model, our universe has no edge in the usual sense. It is either infinite or finite, but without boundaries. Imagine the surface of a sphere. It's finite, yet you won't find a spot where it ends. If we extend this analogy into 3 dimensions, we can imagine a similar scenario. The universe could be closed, yet without any edge. We just struggle to visualize it because our brains are wired for ordinary geometry. If the universe is infinite, then beyond the observable part there could indeed be an infinite number of other galaxies, stars, and perhaps even copies of our Earth. Yes, you heard that right. Given an infinite number of combinations and a finite number of possible arrangements, repetition becomes theoretically inevitable. Somewhere out there, there could be a planet nearly identical to ours with someone just like you, sitting in front of a screen at this very moment. It may sound like science fiction, but mathematics allows for that. But the hypotheses don't end there. Some theories suggest that our universe is just one of countless bubbles in a vast multiverse. Picture boiling water, where each bubble represents a separate universe with its own unique laws of physics. In one, gravity might be hundreds of times stronger. In another, time could flow backward. We can't reach these other bubbles because they're not connected to us through space-time. But in theory, they could very well exist. There is also the so-called cosmological horizon. This is the boundary beyond which information simply cannot reach us because space itself is expanding faster than the speed of light. This means that even if something were happening billions of light years away, we would never know about it. That region becomes effectively cut off from our perception. And who knows what might be hidden out there. There is also the idea that the universe might be like a hologram, a 3-dimensional projection of information encoded on a boundary we cannot even perceive. This isn't just a poetic metaphor. Physicists genuinely explore the possibility that everything we experience is merely a projection of deeper physical processes occurring in another dimension. If that's the case, then what lies beyond the observable universe may be entirely outside our current concepts of space and time. Now imagine this. What if beyond the universe lies absolute emptiness? No time, no space, no matter, just nothing. Can nothing even exist? It's a philosophical question that science has yet to answer. After all, anything we can study must be part of something, and by definition, nothing cannot be studied. Scientists are trying to observe the most distant parts of the cosmos using the most powerful telescopes. One of them is the James Webb Space Telescope, launched at the end of 2021. It can peer into regions of the universe we've never seen before. Its mission is to help us understand how the first stars and galaxies formed. Perhaps it will offer us clues to what lies beyond the cosmic horizon. But for now, limited by our technology, we remain like fish in an aquarium, peering out through the glass. We see only what falls within our bubble of light. Everything beyond that is a mystery. And yet, it is precisely this unknown that makes science so thrilling. Every new glance through a telescope isn't just an image of a distant galaxy, it's a step toward understanding who we are and where we belong. Beyond the observable universe, there may be an infinite expanse full of wonders. Or perhaps we are surrounded by absolute emptiness, or even something we can never truly comprehend. It's not unlike ancient times, when people looked up at the stars and pondered the heavens. Today, we are still those same people, only with more advanced tools and more complex questions. But at heart, the quest remains unchanged. We want to know what lies beyond. And as scientists continue their search for answers, we can look up at the night sky and remember, behind every star lies a story. And beyond the edge of the visible world, perhaps, lies the greatest mystery of all. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Sometimes a single good question is worth more than 1,000 answers, because that is where the true journey begins.